Welcome students. Today we are going to learn emergence of new kingdoms in North India, the contribution of Rajputs to Indian culture and the early military expedition of Arabs and Turks. Origin of the Rajputs. The word Rajput is derived from the Sanskrit word Rajputra, which means scion of the royal blood or son of king. They were brave warriors. In the 7th and 8th centuries, there emerged a group of people who called themselves Rajputs. They were warriors from Rajasthan and Central Asia. After the death of Harsha, 36 Rajput clans established kingdoms in different parts of northern India. The Rajputs belonged to three kinds of ancestors. Suryavanshi, which means Sun dynasty. They claim they are the descendants from Surya, the solar deity. The Agni Varshini lineage claims they are the descent from Agni, the god of fire. Chandra Varshini, which means Moon dynasty. They claim they are the descendants from Chandra, the lunar deity. From the 36 Rajput clans, 4 claimed a special status: the Pratiharas, the Chauhans, the Chalukyas known as Solankis, and the Paramaras of power. First, let us learn about the Gurjara Pratiharas. They ruled from Gurjarathra in Jodhpur. Harichandra laid the foundation of the Gurjara dynasty. Nagabhatta I was the first and prominent ruler of Pratiharas. In the 8th century, he ruled over Broch and Jodhpur and extended up to Gwalior. He checked the expansion of the Arabs of Sindh. He was succeeded by Vatsaraja, Nagabhatta II and Ramabhadra. Mihira Bhoja or Bhoja, the son of Ramabhadra, consolidated the power of the Pratiharas as a strong ruler. He maintained peace in his kingdom. He successfully resisted the Arabs, and the Pratiharas turned their attention towards the east and obtained large part of Rajasthan and Malwa. The Tripartite Struggle. There was a prolonged tripartite struggle between the Gurjara Pratiharas of Malwa, the Rashtrakutas of Deccan, and the Palas of Bengal, as each one of them wanted to establish their supremacy over the fertile region of Kannauj. The Pala Dynasty. Gopala founded the Pala Dynasty. He was elected by the people for his superior capabilities. Gopala laid the foundation for the future greatness of this dynasty. Dharmapala, his son, made the Pala kingdom a powerful force in northern Indian politics. He led a successful campaign against Kannauj. He was a great patron of Buddhism and founded Vikramashila monastery. Dharmapala was succeeded by his son Devapala. He extended Pala control eastwards into Kamarupa. Devapala also was a great patron of Buddhism. He gifted 5 villages to Buddhists and constructed many temples. After Devapala, 5 rulers ruled the region insignificantly. The kingdom attained glory when Mahipala ascended the throne in 988 AD. Mahipala I was the most powerful ruler of the Pala dynasty, and he was called founder of the second Pala dynasty. Mahipala restored the old glory of the Palas. The Pala dynasty declined soon after the death of Mahipala. The Chauhans. The Chauhans ruled between AD 956 and 1192 over the eastern parts of present-day Rajasthan. Their capital was Sagambari. This Rajput dynasty was founded by Simharaja. The last of Chauhan kings was Prithviraj Chauhan, the greatest of all Chauhan rulers. He defeated Muhammad Ghori in the first battle of Terrain. It was fought in 1191. He was defeated and killed in the second battle of Terrain in 1192 AD. The Rajasthan courts were centers of culture where literature, music, dance, paintings, fine arts, and sculpture flourished. The Rajasthani style of painting can be seen at places like Bikaner, Jodhpur, Mewar, Jaisalmer. All these places are in Rajasthan. The Rajputs were great builders. Some of the examples of Rajput buildings are strong fortresses of Chittagore, Ranthambore, Kumbhagar, Mandu, Gwalior, Chanderi, and Asirgarh. The other examples are the palaces of Man Singh at Amber, Jaipur, and Udaipur, and the castle of Jodhpur in Rajasthan is perched upon the lofty rock overlooking the town. The famous temples of the Rajputs are the temple at Khajuraho, the Sun temple at Konark, the Dilwara Jain temple in Mount Abu, and the Kandariya temple at Madhya Pradesh. These are the examples of the rich architecture of the Rajputs. The Palas were adherents to the Mahayana school of Buddhism. They were generous patrons of Buddhist temples and famous University of Nalanda and the University of Vikramashila. These were great centers of Buddhist learning. The Pala bronze sculptures from Bihar and West Bengal plays an important role in the spread of Indian culture in Southeast Asia. Advent of Islam. Islam is a religious faith which originated at Mecca in Arabia. The founder of Islam was Prophet Muhammad. The followers of Islam are called Muslims. An Islamic state ruled by a single political leader was known as Caliphate. Caliph means a representative of the Prophet Muhammad. Two early caliphates were Umayyads and Abbasids. An Islamic state ruled by a political leader was known as Caliphate. Caliph meaning a representative of the Prophet Muhammad. Two early caliphates were the Umayyads and the Abbasids. In the 8th century, the Arabs sent a Muslim army that conquered Sindh. The Turkish governor Alptigin and his successor and son-in-law Sabuktigin wanted to conquer India from the northwest, but they could not succeed in their endeavour. The Arab conquest of Sindh. In AD 712, Muhammad bin Qasim, who was the commander of the Umayyad kingdom, invaded Sindh. Qasim defeated Dahir, the ruler of Sindh. Qasim extended his conquest further into Multan. The people of Sindh were given the status of protected subjects, but soon Qasim was recalled by the Caliph. The impact of Arab conquest of Sindh. The Arab scholars visited Sindh and studied many Indian literary works. They translated them into Arabic. They learned the numeral 0 to 9 from India and understood the importance of 0. It is believed that the people of the Arabs learned the game of chess only from the Indians. Mahmud of Ghazni, AD 997 to 1030. Mahmud is said to have conducted 17 raids into India. At that time, North India was divided into a number of small kingdoms. The initial raids were against the Shahi kingdom, in which its king Jaipala was defeated in 1001. The subsequent raids of Mahmud into India were aimed at plundering the rich temples and cities of North India. In 1011, he raided Nagarkot in Punjab hills and Taneshwar near Delhi. In 1018, Mahmud plundered the holy city of Mathura. He also attacked Kannauj. Mahmud is said to have sacked the famous temple of Somnath, breaking the idol. Then he returned back and died in 1030 AD. The Ghaznavid Empire roughly included Persia, Transoxiana, Afghanistan, and Punjab. Muhammad of Ghor, 1149 to 1206. Muhammad of Ghor or Muhammad Ghori brought Ghazni under his control. Having made his position strong and secure, Muhammad turned his attention to India. Unlike Mahmud of Ghazni, he wanted to extend his empire by conquering India. In 1175, Muhammad captured Multan and occupied whole of it. In 1186, he attacked Punjab and captured it. The Battle of Terrain, 1191. Realizing the grave situation in which they were caught, the Hindu princes of North India formed a confederacy under Prithviraj Chauhan. Prithviraj defeated Muhammad in the Battle of Terrain near Delhi in 1191. This was called the First Battle of Terrain. To avenge his first defeat, Muhammad made serious preparation, gathered a huge army, and arrived at Lahore. He sent a message to Prithviraj to acknowledge his supremacy and become a Muslim. But Prithviraj rejected the proposal and prepared his army to resist the invader. In the Second Battle of Terrain in 1192, Muhammad thoroughly routed the army of Prithviraj, who was captured and killed. The Second Battle of Terrain was a major disaster for the Rajputs. After the defeat of the Rajputs, the first Muslim kingdom was thus firmly established in India at Ajmer. A new era in the history of India began. And that's the end of this lesson, children. Keep revising. Be safe. Thank you.